Welcome children, take out your civics book, chapter 2, the Union Executive. The next important organ of Indian government is the Union Executive. The laws passed by the Parliament are enforced by the Union Executive. Now see, the next important organ of Indian government, that is the Union Executive, and the laws which are passed by the Parliament, they are enforced by the Union Executive. The Union Executive consists now. What are this Indian Executive consists? It consists of the President, the Vice President, the Prime Minister, and the Council of Ministers. Now, President. The President is the Chief Executive and Constitutional Head of the Republic of India. Now, President is what? President is the Chief Executive and the Constitutional Head of the Republic of India. She is also the first citizen of India. Now, President is also the first citizen of India. She executes the powers of the Union government either directly or through the subordinates under him. Now, the President executes the power of the central government and either directly or through the subordinates who are under him or her. Qualification. To be eligible for the President of India, a person should be at least 35 years. Now, to become a President of India, person must be at least 35 years of age. A citizen of India and must meet all the qualifications required to be a member of Lok Sabha. Now, the President must be a citizen of India and must meet all the qualifications required to be a member of Lok Sabha. Term of office. The President holds the office for 5 years. Now, President what he does? The President holds the office for 5 years. She can be re-elected for a second term. Now, the President can be re-elected for a second term. Presidential election. The President is elected through an indirect election. Now, how the President is elected? President is elected through an indirect election. The common people do not participate in the election. Now, these common people, they never participate in the election process. It is the electoral college that elects the President. Now, the President is elected through the electoral college. The electoral college is a temporary body comprised of MLAs and MPs, which is dissolved once when the election is over. Now, electoral college, what is it? It is a temporary body and it consists of MLAs and MPs, and they are dissolved until the election is over. Powers of the President. The President has a power that can be categorized as discussed. Now, the President, what they have the power which can be categorized. That is executive power. The President has certain executive power. The President appoints the Prime Minister as on her advice the Council of Ministers. The President, what happens? Appoints the Prime Minister on her advice. The Council of Ministers advise the Council of Ministers. On requirement, the President and the Council of Ministers submit their resignation to the President. Now, on requirement, what happens? President and the Council of Ministers, they submit their resignation to the President. The President appoints and removes dignitaries and higher officials like the attorney. Now, President, what happens? President can appoint and even can remove the dignitaries and the higher officials, that is like the Attorney General. The Controller and Auditor General, that is CNAT, the judges of the Supreme Court and the High Court, the state governors, ambassadors and the High Court. Now, President can appoint and even appoint, and that means President has the power to appoint and even to remove the dignitaries and even the higher officials, that is the Attorney General, the Controller and Auditor General, then judges of Supreme Court and High Court, the state governor, ambassadors and High Commissioner. The President administers the Union territories. Now, President, what happens? They looks after the Union, administer the Union territories. The Union territories are all under his or her administration. Now, Union territories are what? They are under the administration of the President, and administrator is appointed by the President to govern the Union. Now, administrator, what happens? Administrator is appointed by the President to govern the Union territory. Military power. The President is the Supreme Commander of the Armed Forces of India and appoints the Chief of the. Now, President is what? President is the Supreme Commander of this Armed Forces of India and even appoints the Chief of the Army, the Navy and even the Air Force, as well as the head of other. Defense services. President can also declare a war or can conclude peace with any country. Now, President also can do? It can declare a war or even can conclude the peace with any country. Diplomatic powers. Being the head of the Union, she can appoint ambassadors and envoys to other countries and also receive the same from other nations along with the letter of president. Now what happened? As president is the head of the union, that means head of the central government, if the president can appoint ambassadors and even envoys to other countries and also receive the same from other nations along with the letters of citizen. In case where the foreign diplomat is not, in case where the foreign diplomat they are not found suitable, the president has the authority to ask the person to leave. The president even has the authority to ask the person to leave India. Now, legislative power. The president is an integral part of the parliament and process certain legislative. The president is what? It is an integral part of the parliament and even possesses certain legislative power. The president has the power to summon and adjourn the meeting of either houses of the parliament. The president, what is that? President even has the power. The president can summon and even adjourn the meeting of either houses of the parliament. She can also summon joint session of both the houses to resolve any deadlock between the two houses. Now the president can even summon the joint session, that is both the houses, even to resolve any deadlock that is between the houses. The president has the power to dissolve the Lok Sabha on the advice of Prime Minister before the term. Now president, what happened? President even has the power that president can dissolve the Lok Sabha on the advice of Prime Minister before the term is over. The president nominates 12 members to the Rajya Sabha from the fields of arts, science, literature and science. Now president can even has the power to nominate 12 members from the Rajya Sabha from the fields of arts, science, literature and social services. In case the Lok Sabha does not have the adequate number of Anglo-Indian members, the president can nominate 2 members to the Lok Sabha. Now, if the Lok Sabha does not have any adequate members of Anglo-Indian members, then the president can even nominate 2 members to the Lok Sabha. The president grants sanctions for the introduction of certain bills such as money bill. Now, president even can grant sanction to certain bill, that is the money bill, a bill for the creation of new state or a bill for alternation in the state, a bill that is for the creation of new state or a bill which can change the union territories of a state. The president can issue an ordinance on two. The president can even issue ordinance, but it should have 2 conditions. That is, number 1, that is when the parliament is not when the parliament is not in session, and second, that is when the president thinks that immediate legislative action is necessary, and even president can issue ordinance when the president thinks that immediate legislative action is very much required. Now take out your diary, write chapter 2, the Union Executive, 2 pages, explain, homework, revise it. And with this, I am ending my today's class. Goodbye.